Yep, well, I got a story I got to finish up today for Eagle Feather. Got my 2 interviews that I needed. Thank you so much, Andrea, for calling last night. I really appreciate it. Really love the fact that you called. Um, so yeah, I'm just having breakfast really quickly here. Yeah, yeah. I shouldn't say it like that. I normally like cooking and that, but didn't quite feel up to it, and the eggs can tell that. But in any case, I'm having that, some cranberry ginger ale, and some lactose free vanilla yogurt with some blackberries thrown in. So, fairly decent breakfast. But yeah, I know with the painting I'm working on for the Winter Festival, um, a lot of what I'm thinking with it, like, I mean, there's, of course, I'm using a couple of different photos for getting the face right um, of the individual. Might or might not be a hockey player. And I'm thinking also of my mom with it too. Um, for the simple reason that, like my mother, this individual has a lovely singing voice. My mom was always discouraged as a kid from singing. My grandmother would be quite. I even remember this as a child. Mom would start singing, and my grandma would be like, "Be quiet, Diddy," and that sort of thing. And after my grandmother passed, Mom started singing a bit more. I was like, "Mom, why didn't you sing more?" She's like, "Well, your grandmother always told me to be quiet," which was a really sad thing because she's got an amazing voice. Mom always encouraged me to sing as a child and growing up and that, and even into my adulthood, because she said I have a really lovely voice. But everyone who's heard my mother sing, and like my roommate has, her younger sister has, and like other people as well, they've been like, you have a voice a lot like your mother's, which is the biggest honor I could ever get from, and the biggest compliment I could ever get from someone. But that being said, I have a feeling that with the individual that I'm painting, because I've only heard this individual sing once, I have a feeling that this individual might have had a similar attitude thrown at them as my mother did. I'm not going to specify whether this individual is male or female, although you've probably already guessed that it's more than likely a male. Because this individual I've heard sing once. Lovely voice. Very lovely voice. Reminds me a lot of Morkan Harkat from Aha. Just that beautiful voice. But I've only heard this individual sing the one time, and I'm thinking to myself, well, why doesn't this person sing more? I mean, this individual has the pipes for it. And God knows this individual certainly has the looks for it. Holy milk cows. But I mean, looks aside and that, although looks do help with selling albums too, I'll admit that. But I mean, this individual has a beautiful voice. So my art piece that I'm doing is kind of around that idea as to how I see this individual in a perfect world kind of thing. Because, let's face it, no one in athletics does their sport forever. Like, yes, they might come back as a coach or something like that, but they don't do it forever. And some athletes have made brilliant careers for themselves in other areas, especially in the arts, in acting and performance and that. So it's just a little brain nugget to think about on this Thursday morning. Anyway, I better finish up these eggs because, well, the cats are kind of looking at me with that, well, if you're not going to eat them, we'll eat them. So I better eat them. Anyway, peace out.